almost didn't make it. I almost didn't last. Why does the week go by so slow, the weekend so fast? But luckily the days come to take my cares away. It's not Sunday, Monday, or Thursday. That's right, it's Friday. Friday. Tonight I'll party with my friends. Friday. Friday. Today I know the weekend. So I'll get out of bed and be to work on time. I'll give this day to the company, the next 2 days of mine. When my day's over and the final work hour's past, I'll go home, have a shot of Cuervo to the boss who can kiss my Friday. Friday. Tonight I'll party with my friends. Friday. Friday. Today I know the weekends. Friday. Friday.
Yeah! It's Friday, bitches. Enjoy yourselves.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm feeling this one.
I picked up some stuff for the crock pot on Sunday. Football. All day. Crock pot. Probably do some scrimps. Some sort of dip.
Sure.
Watch football. Have a little roast. Looking forward to that. And obviously, tonight and tomorrow night, Crosse Center, the Riverfront Revolt, a 2-night event featuring Asking Alexandria, Beartooth, Starset, Memphis May Fire, Pop Evil, Eva Under Fire, and a band called Lakeview. Tickets still available online at riverfrontrevolt.com or grab them at the center box office. Doors are at 5 tonight. Music starts at about 6. 3 o'clock doors tomorrow. 4:30 is when the music gets underway tomorrow afternoon.
I'm tingly. I'm a little tingly.
Yeah, looking forward to this
I'm
one.
waiting for the rigs to start showing up this morning.
Oh, they're already there.
Are they?
Bro, they were putting together, they had to put together the stage and everything. I mean, did you see any of the pictures?
I guess I didn't.
Oh, man. It's a massive undertaking. You got to put all that stuff together, bro. Lots to get to this morning. Obviously, we'll hook somebody up with date night, 2 somebodies. So register for that on our website. Go to rockmornings.com and sign up to win free pizza and movie passes. We'll give away pizza from Rocky Rococo's and passes for the Micon Cinema in Eau Claire to our listeners in the Eau Claire area. And then for our listeners in the La Crosse area, we'll hook them up with tickets for a movie at the Marcus Cinema and free pizza at Saxon Hall in Brownsville.
I did see our Sound and Light friend saying a lot of words that I didn't understand exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Get your butt down there this weekend. Pyro, I get that.
Oh, yeah,
I understand
pyro.
that. Lasers, I get lasers.
Freaking lasers,
I get
man.
that. Cold spark showers, kabuki drops. That's where it
You've
starts.
never had a kabuki drop?
I thought I did one last weekend at the bar, but
It's like this move that involves a knuckle. A kabuki drop. You never heard of it?
I think that might be some sort of.
All right. Dana's down there working on it, man. Dana's he's the man in charge. So.
No, that made me excited.
So date night, register for that on our website, rockmornings.com. Bad news, happy music later on. We'll let you know what's in theaters this weekend. Also, some unusual and interesting facts about the human body.
All right.
Lots
oddities?
of other stuff.
Is this oddities?
Maybe just kind of one of those curious, interesting things. So more on that a bit later on. We'll get to some nothing more and POD in just a bit.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. More from Brian and Gene is coming up.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. We're getting those documents. We're finally going to know who really killed JFK.
Saw that.
President Donald Trump signing an executive order yesterday to declassify government records related to the assassinations of former President John F. Kennedy, Senator Robert F. Kennedy, and the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. Trump's order could put an end to some long-standing questions surrounding the assassinations, which occurred, of course, many, many years ago. Trump said, quote, lots of people are waiting for this for a long, long time, for years, for decades, and everything will be revealed. So, yeah, we're getting some documents to find out what happened, what really happened, what the government knows, the cover-up.
How about the aliens? Do we get to know that, too?
Well, I have a feeling that might be coming. I don't know, though, because that one has a lot more to do with, like, our future in terms of weapons and space travel and all that, maybe time travel and who knows what else we can do. So maybe we keep that one under wraps. The government might keep that one to themselves, play close to the vest.
That's going to be held tight.
The official conclusions that all 3 of those killings, Robert F. Kennedy, John F. Kennedy, and Martin Luther King Jr., were carried out by lone gunmen have long been disputed by conspiracy theorists. The fact that some records about the investigation of the murders have remained classified for so long played a role in fueling those theories. So we'll see. The order requires the Director of National Intelligence and the Attorney General within 15 days to coordinate with the assistance of the President for National Security Affairs and Trump's legal counsel, and then present a plan to the President for the full and complete release of records relating to the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. It also requires those same people to review the records related to the assassinations of Robert Kennedy and Martin Luther King Jr. and present Trump with a plan for their full and complete release. So we'll see. We'll see. We might be getting some records. Might be getting some stuff. Tragedy in Nashville on Wednesday. I'm sure you saw.
I did, and this is...
Teenager who fatally shot a student at a high school in Nashville, Tennessee, apparently live streamed part of the incident, according to the platform that he used, and he was influenced by internet content that authorities described as, quote, harmful and objectionable. 17-year-old gunman wounded a second student before he then died by suicide, fired 10 shots from a 9mm pistol 17 seconds after he entered the cafeteria at Antioch High School, just southeast of downtown Nashville. The shooter's mother dropped him off, correcting the police chief's earlier comment that he took the bus to school. And then before he opened fire, he went to a nearby bathroom and posted some social media photos. The attack partially live streamed on the streaming platform Kick. The company said in a statement yesterday that account that posted the video was quickly banned, and the company then removed it. I'm sure they've got, obviously, that on file somewhere for the police and the authorities. The company said, quote, violence has no place on Kick. We are actively working with law enforcement and taking all appropriate steps to support their investigation. A pistol with 7 rounds recovered from the cafeteria floor. The gun the shooter used was bought by someone in Arizona back in 2022. That person has not been identified. Police who said the weapon had not been reported stolen.
And he was in contact with the shooter in Madison. Did you hear that? His social media account, they believe.
Yeah, it's all sort of weirdly connected. The gunman, Solomon Henderson, appears to have left behind 2 documents totaling 339 pages, which homicide investigators are reviewing. It's clear that he was significantly influenced by web-based material, especially that found on non-traditional sites that most would find harmful and objectionable. The FBI, of course, working closely with the Department of Police there in the ideological influences portion of this investigation.
Yeah, they believe that his social media account of his was connected to Samantha's in the shooter in Madison, and somehow they were connected or following each other, or some sort of connection between their accounts.
Authorities did identify the 16-year-old student who was killed as Jocelyn Correa Escalante, and the 17-year-old male student just suffered a graze wound to the arm, treated at a local hospital and released. But big recall for Ford Motor Company. I don't know if you saw this. Over 270,000 Broncos and Mavericks are being recalled by the Ford Motor Company due to a power problem that can cause the vehicles to stop unexpectedly or fail to start. Information from the National Highway and Transportation Safety Administration says the problem is related to a 12-volt battery made by Camel Battery of China that has internal manufacturing defects, including weld failures that can cause open circuits. It said there are no reports of accidents, fires, or injuries caused by the problem. The vehicles made between February of 21 and October of 23.
That's what I was just going to say. What years? 21 to 23 Broncos?
Broncos and Mavericks. And that, by the way, October 23 is when Ford stopped using those specific batteries. The defects are thought to only affect about 1% of the vehicles equipped with them. So, obviously, if you have a Ford Bronco or a Ford Maverick that has been produced sometime between February of 21 and October of 23. Google it.
Yeah.
Find online.
Maybe
take it in. Call your dealership. Get it looked at. You were first thing out of your mouth this morning, Packer tailgate party, huh?
Yeah.
Friggin' Packer fans. Hey, gee, look at that. The Packers are coming to town.
Yeah, they are.
You guys smoking that Chiva. Packers announced yesterday the Packer Tailgate Tour set for April 8th through the 12th, traveling around the state to visit fans and thank them in person for their support. The event will feature current and alumni Packers. Right now, you've got Josh Jacobs, Tucker Kraft, and Lucas Van Ness, along with alumni players Amon Green, Jermichael Finley, and John Michaels, scheduled to board the bus, along with the Packers president, Mark Murphy. Looks like the Tailgate Tour is going to start in Milwaukee on April 8th. Make a stop in Madison on the 9th. It'll be in La Crosse on April 10th, and then Wausau on the 11th before it, of course, wraps up, go figure, in Green Bay on April 12th with a variety of surprise and planned visits to be held in each area.
And what's super cool about these tours, I mean, not only do they get out and see people and there's an opportunity for, autographs or whatever and hanging and hearing what they have to say, but they...
Nonprofits.
They focus on a nonprofit in each community, and then the proceeds from the tour and the tickets and the dinners and stuff go towards that.
The tailgate tour will appear at nonprofit fundraising events each and every stop. Will also stop along at schools, hospitals, businesses, retirement homes, and community centers to present donations and giveaway items and visit with some fans of all ages. Obviously, some people, can't go to some of these events because of whatever their, situation is. So the tour is stopping again throughout the state in April, the 8th through the 12th. You can find out more about it by going to PackerTailgate.com. Get your tickets there before they are gone, because I'm guessing they're going to sell out pretty quickly. I know in La Crosse, it's the Hunger Task Force. Dairyland Sports going to be doing that one. In Madison, they've got the Professional Firefighters of Wisconsin Charitable Foundation hosting one in Milwaukee on April 8th. So, yeah, some pretty cool associations that they're going to be donating to as they make their way through the state.
And obviously at each one of them, there's a limit, and there's a capacity, so there's...
Limit.
Yeah. Find out more and get tickets.
Elsewhere, a Milwaukee TV weather forecaster has been fired by her station one day after she criticized Elon Musk on social media for his gesture that many likened to a Nazi salute.
Yeah, I thought she was fired.
She was, yeah. Staffers at WDJT, Channel 58, alerted by email that meteorologist Sam Kuffel had left the station. Her biography and picture were removed from the website, and they released a memo saying meteorologist Sam Kuffel is no longer employed at CBS 58. A search for a replacement is underway. A spokesperson for the broadcasting company confirmed that she was no longer with Channel 58, but the spokesperson said she wouldn't comment any further. Apparently, shortly after the inauguration and the salute and all that stuff, she made a post on her Instagram, her personal Instagram page, and I guess they did not appreciate that, and so they ended up firing her.
Did you see the new California fire, too?
Ugh.
As of Thursday evening, the Hughes fire had burned nearly 10,000 acres. It was 36% contained, and the good news is they're getting some rain, but another 50,000 people were evacuated. It's just
awful. Ugh.
But they've got some much-needed rain in the forecast, causing some humidity and possible rain to Southern California over the weekend, which will significantly help firefighters.
That's good. Sports coming up in a bit. Got POD on the way right now. It's Angel Song.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Damian Lillard had 29 points, 11 assists, and 9 rebounds. And the Bucks overcame travel issues to beat the Miami Heat handily, 125-96 last night, their 5th straight win. Lillard, Dame, appeared to get his 4th career triple-double before leaving with 3:57 remaining, but the 10th rebound that had been credited to Damian Lillard was changed, so his triple-double turned into just a double-double.
Yeah, and they had some travel issues yesterday trying to get there. They had to postpone the game by an hour. They barely landed, like 2 hours before they got on the court.
Yeah, the start of the game pushed back an hour due to the Bucks' troubles getting out of New Orleans, which had a historic snowstorm on Tuesday. The Bucks' scheduled game on Wednesday night against the Pelicans postponed. Still no date on a makeup for that one. Their plane arrived in Milwaukee less than 3 hours before the start last night. Bucks are off tonight, get their get some rest, and then they are in L.A. to take on the Clippers tomorrow night at 9:30. So no rest for the Wicked.
That's got to be some challenges. You know what I mean? You're at the airport, they can't get out, and then it's delayed, and you're trying to get there, and then you land, and you got to get from there to the thing and get warmed up. And
meanwhile, number 18, Wisconsin, losing to UCLA earlier this week. They are back at home on Sunday, taking on Nebraska at noon on the Big Ten Network. Tune in for that one before you watch some NFL action, AFC and NFC championship games. The Washington Commanders at the Philadelphia Eagles. That game at 2 o'clock on Sunday on Fox for the NFC championship game. And then following that, the AFC championship game, the Buffalo Bills at the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll be a 5:30 kickoff on CBS and Paramount Plus. Last night, Ovechkin got one step closer.
Just like the shot off the goal post, it should be a shot on goal.
That is correct.
It actually hits the goal, but it's not a shot on goal. You figure that out.
Kraken can use one right now. There's no doubt. Ovechkin.
Well, there you go. Alex Ovechkin, 875. Gets a step closer to the great one.
How many's he got to get yet?
Alexander Ovechkin moved within 20 goals of breaking Wayne Gretzky's NHL record with an empty netter, helping the Capitals beat the Seattle Kraken 3-0 last night for their sixth straight win. Ovechkin scored his 22nd goal of the season to push his career total to 875. Gretzky has 894 in the NHL. So one step closer as Ovi gets even nearer to Gretzky's.
Can he do it this season?
Oh, he could start. I mean, if he goes on a tear and starts scoring two goals a game or whatever, or goes, hits like 3 or 4 in one game, and if he keeps his pace up, he'll likely break the record this season. So people are obviously going to start looking at the schedule and making plans, for later in the season. See what
that's
games.
What I was going to say. How long does hockey season go? March?
Well, the playoffs are in May and June. So he's got
4 months.
He's got some games. He's got some games to go. I think the NHL season is about 80 games, 81 games, somewhere around there total. So if not breaking it this year, certainly next year, should he come back, I would assume. Why wouldn't you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Get that close and then say, no, I'm good. Got a text from Tom, said, good morning, Brian and Gene. Will you play Uncle Tom's Cabin by Warrant? Have a great weekend. I can do that. I'll do that in a couple minutes, actually. Also got a text from Austin, said, me and a lot of the other school bus drivers love the show.
Well, I like this.
That's cool. School bus drivers listening to the show, Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Thank you, Austin. Stay safe out there. Drive safe.
Yeah. I don't know what school district you're driving for, but we appreciate it.
It's a 480 area code. I don't know where the hell that is. I thought we only had 3 in the state, right? 608 and 715. It's 480. Maybe
that is Phoenix.
So maybe he moved.
Yeah, that's...
Tony was asking about the show tomorrow night at the Crosse Center, the Riverfront Revolt. Said, do you know what time the bands are taking the stage on Saturday? We won't make it right at 4:30, and I don't want to miss Pop Evil. And I said, well, the music starts at about 4:30. It'll likely be Lakeview first and then Pop Evil after them. So Pop Evil probably won't hit the stage till after 5 o'clock. And he said, so Pop Evil will go on second. And I said, likely. I said, I don't have the times.
Yes.
And then.
Yes, I would imagine too. And I would think probably, 4:30. So maybe
well, Lakeview
6.
will play probably 20 to 25 minutes. Set change.
I think they're all an hour.
Lakeview's playing for an hour?
I'm not sure.
I don't know about that.
Half hour.
So, yeah, you should be okay there, Tony.
Yeah. I would think more like 6. But
Jim from Kuwait said, can I win date night so I can get this scorpion that keeps getting in my boots so I can have a good weekend? Jim in Kuwait apparently dealing with scorpions in his boots.
No, thank you. Jim.
You can win if you register on the website, rockmornings.com. I mean, you won't get your gift card until you get back, but
you said 5 months, right? So you'll be back in the summer. You could enjoy it then.
We'll get to that Warrant and some Pop Evil. Speaking of the Riverfront Revolt, that'll be in just a couple minutes. Stick around.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene on your rock station.
Oh, you know who you are. You've been doing your daily action, putting lots of overtime. You need some time off satisfaction. Just think how tough it's been. You've been putting out all that labor. If you use your wit, you can get out quick and do yourself a favor. Friday in effect, and you're pretty beat, I bet. It's been one tough week, you've hit your peak, and you've earned your paycheck. But now this week is over, and it's a little fun you're seeking. Your grin is wide, and I know why. Look out, here come the weekend.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? That weekend's gonna be a monster, y'all.
Hell yeah, it is. Big weekend full of music at the Crosse Center, the Riverfront Revolt, featuring Asking Alexandria, Beartooth, Starset, Memphis Mayfire, Pop Evil, Eva Under Fire, and Lakeview. All the information, tickets, and all that online at riverfrontrevolt.com.
GA, second 200 level, 300 level seats, and then the stage front, I believe.
Very few stage front passes left if you want to be right up front. Hashtag front and center. If you want to stay inside and watch television this weekend and be a bum, feel free. Paramount Plus today, Star Trek Section 31. This is a spin-off film of the Star Trek Discovery series. Michelle Yeoh returning as the Emperor from the Mirror Universe, who joins a secret division of Starfleet.
So it's a show or it's a movie?
Movie.
Okay.
Spin-off movie. Star Trek Section 31. That's on Paramount Plus today. Over on Hulu, Carrie Underwood, Reflection. I'm guessing there won't be any sort of discussion about her hissy fit after the
this was taped before.
Performance, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell it is, but I'm guessing it's some sort of look back at her career. Tonight on NBC, U.S. Figure Skating Championships, toe pick. Also on the CW tonight, the 11th season premiere of Penn and Teller Fool Us, followed by the 11th season premiere of Masters of Illusion. So if you like magic and tricks and all that stuff, that's on the CW tonight. Tonight on HBO, Real Time with Bill Maher, Jesse Eisenberg, Congressman Ro Khanna, and Stephen A. Smith. Good luck getting an word in edgewise with Stephen A. Smith on the show. Tomorrow on Netflix, the streaming premiere of Saturday Nights, which is the true story about what happened behind the scenes in the 90 minutes leading up to the very first broadcast of SNL back in October of 75.
That's Netflix tomorrow?
Tomorrow it starts streaming. So if you've been waiting for it, there you go, Gene.
Yep.
There's that. Also tomorrow, this will be on the CW tomorrow night, actually. It's called From Roger Moore with Love, a special about the life of Bond legend Roger Moore.
My name's Bond. James Bond.
Yeah, that guy. Roger Moore. Timothy Chalamet will be the host of SNL this week, along with the musical guest. He obviously learned how to play and sing and do all the Bob Dylan stuff. So
that's a fascinating story.
That's Saturday night on Saturday Night Live. And then on Sunday, batten down the hatches and get ready.
Which of the two games do you think is going to be better?
The Chiefs and Bills.
Yeah. Yeah.
Other than Eagles fans, nobody wants Philadelphia to win. Everyone hates Philly. You're a bunch of disgusting human beings, and you should put a wall around your city and not let you out. I mean, you're disgusting humans. Everyone wants the Commanders. It's a great story. You've got the rookie quarterback. Yes. You got Dan Snyder, who got kicked out for being a disgusting pig. They got new ownership. It's been a whirlwind, right? It just looks, like a Disney story, right? Come true. The plucky team, and the Eagles are just everyone hates them. They're gross. So hopefully the Commanders go in there and beat the Eagles. That's the first game on Fox at 2:00 on Sunday. And then the AFC Championship game, Chiefs and Buffalo Bills. I don't remember the lines or the numbers or whatever, but there was some interesting stats about the times that the Chiefs and the Bills have faced each other to basically even Stevens when it comes to yards and touchdowns and wins.
I'm sure
and
it's gotta be monstrous.
So the NFL is just salivating right now over this game. Chiefs hosting the Bills Sunday night at 5:30 on CBS in the AFC Championship game, and that one is the one I think is going to be the one people want to watch. Sunday night on E!, the 30th Annual Critics' Choice Awards. As we get into award season, we, of course, just had the Golden Globes. They made the Oscar announcements yesterday. Showtime, the first season finale of The Agency on Sunday night. And Sunday night on CBS, the series premiere of Watson, medical drama starring Morris Chestnut as the modern version of Dr. Watson, who returns to practice solving medical mysteries after the death of Sherlock Holmes. In theaters this weekend, Flight Risk, Rated R, Marky Mark. Oop, that's not it. Marky Mark in a little plane with a federal agent and apparently a witness.
I never flew U.S. Marshal before. Hope you like flying. Be up today for it.
Yeah, it's rated R, and it's an action thriller starring Michelle Dockery as an air marshal escorting a witness, Topher Grace, across the Alaskan wilderness. She is forced to fly the plane after realizing that their pilot, played by Mark Wahlberg, is actually a mob hitman. Hashtag spoiler alert.
His face looks all bloody in the church.
I think he's got a toupee on, too, or something. His toupee flips up.
Nose looks a little broke.
Yeah, Marky Mark in a plane.
Okay. Is that all that's new in the
That's
theater?
the only new one in theaters this weekend. As we mentioned, the Critics' Choice Awards coming up this weekend. Demi Moore finally got an Oscar nom for her role in The Substance after winning the Golden Globe for it a couple of days ago.
I've been doing this a long time, like over 45 years, and this is the first time I've ever won anything as an actor. And I'm just so humbled and so grateful. 30 years ago, I had a producer tell me that I was a popcorn actress. And at that time, I made that mean that this wasn't something that I was allowed to have, that I could do movies that were successful, that made a lot of money, but that I couldn't be acknowledged. And I bought in, and I believed that. And so today, I celebrate this as a marker of my wholeness and of the love that is driving me, and for the gift of doing something I love and being reminded that I do belong. Thank you so much.
That was her speech at the Golden Globes. I don't think she's got a chance in hell of winning an Oscar for this, but it is pretty significant because normally the Oscars are reserved for artsy-fartsy movies that don't get a lot of shine in the theaters. This movie, not only loved by critics, but also by fans, and it's essentially a body horror movie.
It's kind of weird.
Which is something that doesn't get a lot of play by the Oscars.
Yes.
So we'll see. Emilia Perez seems to be the favorite. 13 nominations. It's a record for a non-English language movie. I've never even heard of it. The nominations for this movie, Emilia Perez, include Best Picture, Best Supporting Actress for Zoe Saldana, Best Actress for Carla Sofia Gascon, and Wicked with 10.
I was just going to say, how about Wicked?
Wicked got 10 nominations, including Best Picture. Acting nods for Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. By the way, if Cynthia wins, she got the EGOT, which is the Grand Slam,
3.
the Emmy, the Grammy, and a Tony plus an Oscar. The Brutalist, the movie with Adrian, what the hell's his name? Adrian, the guy with the nose. Adrian, that guy. 10 nominations, including Best Picture. Timothée Chalamet up for Best Actor for A Complete Unknown, making him the second person to get 2 noms in that category before the age of 30. So, Oscars nominations coming out yesterday. Yeah.
But you did see The Substance, right?
I watched about half of it and I went to bed. We started watching it late and my wife stayed up and watched it and she was shook by it. Like, she said she had trouble.
Not
so much with sleeping, but just like it, because my wife is also a woman who struggles with whatever women struggle with when it comes to makeup and their looks and all the crap that magazines convince you of when you're a child.
All that.
Yeah, she dealt with all that after the movie was over.
Yeah.
So, stay with me here. I'm going to try to find the acoustic version of this.
Okay.
There it is. Look at that, right off the bat.
What's this?
Foo Fighters.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene on your rock station.
Dave Grohl and Foo Fighters, Times Like These. The acoustic version on Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Got a text from Chris. Said, morning, guys. Chris from Meadow Valley Log Homes, on my way to Bark River, Michigan to deliver some logs.
That's a drive.
I don't think I've ever heard of Bark River. So thanks for making this cold-ass week a little warmer in the morning. Enjoy the concert this weekend. Maybe I'll run into you guys. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that.
Bark River is unincorporated.
Oh, one of those small little towns. Somebody's building a cabin up there, like a hunting cabin? That's my guess. Tom wanted to hear that Warrant, Uncle Tom's Cabin. Speaking of cabins, played that. You're welcome, Tom.
Oh, yeah. It's up there. It's by Escanaba, the state forest, and near Iron Mountain. And
It's a little hunting cabin. Hell yeah. Jim texted in earlier from Kuwait, said, can I win date night so I can take this scorpion out on a date that keeps getting in my boots? LOL. Apparently they've developed a relationship. Every morning you got to get up and take that sucker out of your boot. Just looking for a nice, dark, secret place to hide.
Yeah, but we can't have that. You can't be in my boot, dude.
Can't you put your boots upside down and keep them out of there? Isn't that? Or like put some socks in them?
I'm sure they've thought of all the things.
Yeah. Thanks again to Austin, who texted in, said me and a lot of the other school bus drivers love the show. Tony wanted to know about the set times for tomorrow. He's very interested in seeing Pop Evil. Doesn't want to miss him. My guess is that Pop Evil probably won't hit the stage tomorrow night at the La Crosse Center until after 5 o'clock. So as long as you get there by 5, you should be good.
Yeah, I don't think they'll play until 5:30, maybe even pushing 6.
But again, Riverfront Revolt at the La Crosse Center tonight and tomorrow night. A 2-night event featuring Asking Alexandria, Beartooth, Memphis May Fire, Starset, Pop Evil, Eva Under Fire, and Lakeview. Info online at riverfrontrevolt.com. Doors at 5 tonight. Music at 6. Doors early tomorrow, 3 o'clock, and music starts at about 4:30.
There is North Hall, too, that will be set up with all the merch booths are going to be in there.
Mm-hmm.
And some other things. We're going to have a guitar that you can sign up to win. Just stop by the rock truck and booth area and sign up. There'll be a QR code, and we'll give that away on Monday that's autographed by as many bands as we can get it signed by. But there's other things going on in North Hall. So in between sets, if you're looking for something to do, you can poke around over there.
You're looking for some beers. That's what I'm looking for.
I hear you.
It's Friday, bitches. Let's do this thing.
Let's do it.
Some Pearl Jam coming up in a bit.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com.
Obviously, if you've got a friend or a family member that lives in the South, and many of us do, you've been laughing, having some fun at their expense with the snow that's been hammering them this week and the cold temperatures. I got friends, actually. My guy Hot Sauce from the Helm is heading to Florida.
Vacation?
Yeah, going down there today to go down to the Keys and all that stuff and cross all them bridges. And I don't know what the situation is like in the Keys. I'm sure it's a little nicer, but man, some of those places getting a foot of snow. We heard from Chris in Alabama yesterday. Said he got a foot of snow in his town, like 6 inches.
Yeah, the place where my mother-in-law used to live and we would visit in Gulf
bar,
Shores.
The Floribama bar?
And that whole area, Gulf Shores, Pensacola, and seeing video and last night we were watching some video from it. They couldn't clean their sidewalks because they don't have snow shovels.
Right, they don't sell shovels. They sell a shovel at Home Depot, but that's for digging a hole in your garden. You know what I mean? They don't have a snow shovel.
They literally don't. They can't clear their sidewalks because they don't have anything to do it.
And Chris confirmed that yesterday, saying they don't have any plow trucks in his community. So, what do you just got to leave it there until it goes away?
Until it melts. And I saw there was these guys on the back of a truck for must have been a city. I think it might have been Pensacola, but they were like city workers, and they were sitting on the bed of a pickup truck
and dumping out cat litter or something.
Salt, but they were just they don't
have a truck with a salt
they're
spreader.
flicking it with a cup. And
they don't have a truck with a salt spreader, so they got to just do it by hand. Everything's manual.
And there was a guy skiing down the beach. That was hilarious.
Well, Floridians are having some Floridians are having a little fun with it, and also raising money for some homeless people down there. The I Survived the Blizzard of 25 T-shirt, 100% of the proceeds supporting individuals experiencing homelessness. Kevin Cate is the founder of Florida advertising firm Catecom, Catecomm. Explained that the initiative follows the success of a similar shirt commemorating Florida's 0.1 inches of snow back in 2018, which went viral and raised thousands of dollars for charity.
This is actual snow.
Yeah, he said this shirt offers Floridians a chance to celebrate a magical and historical moment in our state's history while also helping the most affected by the frigid cold. It's a way to combine good fun with a good cause, something we could all use more of right now. The only official place, if you want to order the print-on-demand shirt, is through Cotton Bureau, the word cotton and bureau. Buyers are encouraged to beware of counterfeit designs that are often surfacing up on social media. There's also a mug, apparently, that you can get as well. They're $33. All the proceeds go to help fight homelessness. The I Survived the Florida Blizzard of 2025 T-shirt.
An Alabama blizzard and Louisiana blizzard. And
I don't know if they're doing their own shirts, but at least the people in Florida are doing something. North Carolina still dealing with the after effects of Hurricane Helene. Yeah. President Trump referenced that, talking about the money going to help out wars in other countries,
and
displaced. People in our own country are still suffering. There's a contractor in North Carolina. His name is Jake Jarvis, and he's been doing free construction work ever since Hurricane Helene tore through in September. Obviously, you hear the horror stories about these fly-by-night people that go and rob individuals of their money, pretending to,
contractors, insurers.
This guy's a legit contractor, though, and he's been helping out the community. He was the first to clear roads after the storm. He's built bridges to give people better access. He's also done a lot of free demolition so people can rebuild. He pays for it with donations and money from his own savings. This guy is a hell of a dude.
They're not getting help from anywhere else, so I couldn't give an estimate. So I just said, well, I'll just do it.
Putting a closure to the whole thing, I think. It'll end it and let's get a fresh start.
The last people we got out, they hadn't been out in 90 days, and they were elderly and they were walking a half a mile every day to get out. And we built them a river crossing, and people like that can't wait.
He was a godsend coming down through.
Wow.
He opened the roads up so you could get through.
It's been 3 months, by the way.
No,
since these places got devastated. 3 months. And I'm not saying that that people aren't down there doing stuff, but I mean 3 months, and elderly people are walking miles every day to get out of town and go places and do things. And this guy's down there. His name is Jake Jarvis. He's been in the Batcave area since day one of the storm. He says it's hard on you mentally because you see the devastation every single day, and I've definitely experienced a struggle with that. The destruction there in Batcave, which is a community down there, apparently is pretty bad. He says, we worked till 9 p.m. last night. Even though it's cold and dark, we got lights, and we just try to do all we can. This guy owns Precision Grading, which is a construction company that has completed thousands of dollars worth of construction and demolition for free for those affected by Hurricane Helene. He said, I couldn't give them an estimate, so I just said, we'll just do it. You're looking at, like, one of these, the bridge I'm looking at, it's over essentially a river that runs next to this single wide trailer that these people must live in, and the bridge or whatever was there previously must have got washed out, and so these people had no way to, unless they wanted to go down through the river and back up the other side, they had no way to get across. Or with their vehicle too, they couldn't leave because they got no bridge to drive over. So this guy goes and he builds them a bridge right over the river in front of their house. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, Jake Jarvis is the guy's name, and doing a hell of a job down there in North Carolina, helping those affected by Hurricane Helene 3 months after the fact.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Wild. We've got a look at the human body, some interesting and unusual facts about the human body.
Waiting for that.
Get to that here in just a couple minutes. Stick around.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Start your day with Rock Mornings.
What do you know about the human body?
A lot of things. Bones, brain, blood, skin.
Speaking of skin, one of these interesting facts, this is the reason why I wanted to bring this up, because as a person who suffers and has suffered for a long, long time with psoriasis, one of the many things that I hate about it is the trail of skin flakes you leave wherever you go. It just is part of the deal, you know? You got flaky, itchy, dry skin.
That's part of
scaly.
Yeah.
You scratch it, it comes off. It's everywhere. It's, on the floor. It's in the bathroom. It's everywhere. And the stat I saw in skin that we'll get to here in a bit was mind-boggling.
Is this going to, like, on your sheets and your pillow and all that stuff, all your flakes? What?
Did you know that your tongue has a print that is unique, much like your fingerprints?
Really?
Yeah. Similar to fingerprints, everybody has a unique tongue print. I don't know if they can identify you on the scene of a crime or something like that, if you, lick somebody.
One of a kind? That's what you're saying?
But apparently it's unique like fingerprints. Your tongue has a unique print. Here we go with the skin.
How much skin? What is it?
Humans shed about 600,000 particles of skin every hour. Now, obviously, we're talking about very small, itty-bitty pieces. That works out, by the way, to about 1.5 pounds each year. So the average person will lose around 105 pounds of just skin.
What are you talking about?
By the age of 70. Imagine how much I have lost in the course of 48 years of and I haven't had it my whole life, but most of my life, maybe 35 of those 48 years. 105 pounds of just skin coming off your body. Just regular ass shedding skin coming off your body.
Ew.
By the age of 70. I told you.
Ew.
That's why I thought about it, because I saw that and I'm like, man, I can't imagine how much mine is.
Are you tipping the scales?
I must be. And look, I know it's gross and I would never do it, but like the thought of collecting the amount of, like, if it was possible, the skin flakes that come off of me.
Well, you don't see it. Like, how would I?
Well, yeah, I mean, like, if you were to, like, much like a well-lit room and seeing the dust particles floating around while you're trying to videotape.
I suppose.
If you were scratching and you had, a
big microscope.
You could probably see it. But yeah, the average human being sheds about 1.5 pounds of skin each and every year.
Oh, I'm so glad I wash my sheets every week. That's gross. Laying in your dead skin. Ew.
Stomach. What do you know about your stomach?
It digests food. There's bile in there doing hard work.
Your stomach lining turns over every 3 to 4 days. You get a new stomach lining every 3 to 4 days. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
If you didn't, the strong acids in your stomach that you use to digest food would just digest digest your stomach, it would just be gone.
But I hope you leave enough room for my fist because I'm going to ram it into your stomach and break your goddamn spine. Ah!
There's also that. Leave enough room in your stomach. So if your stomach lining doesn't refresh, it would just eat itself.
That's reassuring.
Like a black hole, sort of. The small intestine?
Yes.
4 times as long as the average adult is tall. If it weren't looped back and forth upon itself, the length of 18 to 23 feet wouldn't fit inside the abdominal cavity, making things rather messy. So it's got to be set up the way it is, or else you'd have some serious problems.
I knew it was long. I guess I didn't realize it was potentially 23 feet long.
Every inch of your skin is covered by 32 million bacteria.
I knew that there was like little
but the
tiny...
vast majority of them are harmless.
Yeah,
you see those things. This thing's on your face, this little microbe thing.
Yes.
Every square inch of skin on the human body has about 32 million bacteria on it, but fortunately, the most of them are harmless. Interesting facts about your body. Interesting, unusual. The source of smelly feet, much like smelly armpits, is sweat.
Yeah.
People sweat buckets from their feet. Buckets, literal buckets. A pair of feet.
Those feet you got on you, how much sweating?
Have 500,000 sweat glands and can produce more than a pint of sweat a day.
What?
A pint glass. When you go to the bar and you say, I'll have
a pint?
A Blue Moon, I'll have a Spotted Cow. That pint glass they set down in front of you could be filled with your foot sweat from one day. One day. Every day you can have yourself a nice little foot sweat cocktail.
Wow.
Right?
I never thought of it like that because I have sweaty feet. But now that's grossing me out.
Yeah. Blood, a very long way to travel. If you laid your blood vessels end to end, there's about 60,000 miles of them in the human body. The heart pumping 2,000 gallons of blood through those vessels every single day.
What a powerhouse, huh?
Right? That thing is working.
I'm going to take you to the bank, Senator Trent. To the blood bank.
Yeah. Make a deposit.
Again, unusual and interesting facts about the human body. If you saved up all your spit, all your saliva.
No, I can't do saliva and spit and in
a lifetime, the average person produces about 25,000 quarts of saliva, enough to fill 2 swimming pools. You could spit full 2 swimming pools.
Well, which is it, baby? Spits or swallows?
Swallow, I think.
That's what she said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 2 swimming pools. That's how much spit and saliva
constant.
you produce in a lifetime.
Constant.
Yeah. Hair. What do you know about your hair?
Oh, this is going to be gross. Because I was waiting for you because I think there's like little bugs that live on your eyelashes and stuff. Is this about that?
Blondes may or may not have more fun, but they definitely have more hair. Your hair color helps to determine how dense the hair on your head is. In blondes, only the natural ones, Gene, top the list. The average human head has about 100,000 hair follicles, each of which is capable of producing 20 individual hairs during a person's lifetime. Blondes average 146,000 follicles. People with black hair tend to have about 110. Those with brown, right on the target with 100,000. Redheads, the least, with about 86,000 follicles. So, yeah, the hair is more popular in blondes.
We just washed the hair. You know, I work on my hair a long time, and you hit it. He hits my hair.
He does. Interesting and unusual facts about the human body. If you're clipping your fingernails more often than your toenails, that's only natural. The nails that get the most exposure are the ones that grow more frequently.
Okay.
And the fastest. Fingernails grow fastest on the hand that you write with and on the longest fingers.
Huh.
So your pointer, your middle, and your ring finger.
Your dominant hand.
On average, nails grow about 1/10 of an inch each and every month. And that's on your writing hand. And, of course, we all remember how much the human head weighs, right?
The human head weighs 8 pounds.
The human head, 1/4 of our total length at birth, but only 1/8 of our total length by the time we reach adulthood. That's why you have to support babies' heads so much, because they're very heavy and they're about 1/4 of their overall length. So
and you look at them and it's like, wow, that head is...
That's a big, giant melon.
That's a moon face for the little body.
You have to have that come out first. You got to prep the landing there.
Yes,
you got to, the rest of it's just sort of easy peasy once that head comes out.
It's something.
There you go. Some interesting and unusual facts about the human body. Spit. 2 pools.
Foot sweat. That's the one I think.
1 pint. Would you like a pint of foot sweat?
Is it cold?
Ugh. We'll get to sports after Lincoln Park breaking the habit.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find the daily podcast at rockmornings.com.
Lincoln Park with Breaking the Habit on Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. The Bucs got a nice win over the Heat last night after dealing with travel issues, trying to get out of New Orleans. Had to postpone the game last night for about an hour before they could.
Yeah, because we just landed and we got to get from here to there and maybe get warmed up a little bit.
Yeah, they ended up with a 125-96 win over the Heat last night, and they're in Los Angeles to take on the Clippers tomorrow night at 9:30. Badger men's basketball back at home. They take on Nebraska on Sunday at noon on the Big Ten Network. AFC, NFC championship games both on Sunday. Commanders at Eagles, 2 o'clock on Fox, followed by the Bills at the Chiefs, 5:30 on CBS. Buccaneers offensive coordinator Liam Cohen told the team last night that he was leaving to become the head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars. We talked about this with their Trent Baalke guy, the GM.
He had to leave because nobody wanted to work for him.
The decision capped a 2-day saga in which Cohen pulled himself from consideration for the Jaguars' head coaching job, then agreed to a contract extension with the Buccaneers that would have made him the NFL's highest paid coordinator. And then he changed his mind after Jacksonville reached out to ask him to reconsider after they fired their general manager, Trent Baalke.
So they fired him, and then he said, yeah,
He probably said when they were in the process, like, look, I'm not going to work for you because I hate Trent Baalke. I'm not going to work for him. And they said, okay. Then they fired him, and then they called him back and said, hey, we got rid of him. Would you come work for us now? And he probably said, yeah, sure.
And he says yes. Yeah.
What a mess. What a mess. Josh Allen, Saquon Barkley, Joe Burrow, Jared Goff, and Lamar Jackson, all finalists for the AP 2024 NFL Most Valuable Player Award. The winners will be announced at the NFL Honors on February 6th, right before the Super Bowl. Bucs forward Andre Jackson Jr. committing to the Slam Dunk Contest at the NBA All-Star Weekend. Jackson, who was a 2023 NCAA champion at UConn, joins the Bulls rookie forward Matas Buzelis and San Antonio Spurs rookie guard Stephen Castle so far in the dunk contest. Meanwhile, 24-time Grand Slam champion. I'm sure your husband knows about this. He loves tennis, right?
Yeah, he does.
See, Djokovic couldn't do it. One set in, said, that's it. I'm injured. I'm not going to do it anymore. Went up for the handshake, and then that was it. He retired.
Flush the volley. After managing mentally and physically, this is a handshake. It's over. It's a handshake. Yep. Zverev has moved through to the Australian Open final. We knew Djokovic was struggling. We didn't know how badly, Patrick. No. And the crowd is absolutely stunned. Chanting his name seconds ago as he was very much in that tiebreak. The second that he missed the volley to lose the set, he came forward to shake hands, and this is disappointing. The drive for 25 ends right here.
Yeah, he's human. We could see him laboring, but I don't think we really knew how much he really was suffering.
24-time Grand Slam champion Novak Djokovic retiring from his Australian Open semifinal match against Alexander Zverev. Unable to continue due to a muscle tear in his left leg. 81-minute first set in a tiebreak. Zverev finally gets the win, and after that, Djokovic is like, I can't go anymore.
And then he got booed.
And then fans booed him. Well, I think they wanted the Disney, they wanted the Disney ending.
Well,
he's in the semifinals. They want to see him, go to the, and I get it, but Come on, man. He gave you all these years of amazing tennis, 24-time Grand Slam champion, and you boo the guy on his last...
Medications and straps and work all helped to some extent, but after that, it kept getting worse and worse, and it was too much pain for me to handle.
Look, you paid the money. You can do whatever you want, but shame on those people for booing that guy. Legendary career, gave it all he got, 81-minute first set, and he said, and rather than, go out there and get dogged, he knew he didn't have it in him. And he said, that's it. And what the hell do you know about going out and playing 81 minutes? Yeah. I get it. Again, they want to have their money and all that stuff, but, give the guy a break. Last but not least, if you got to clean Google, Nebraska fan putt. P-U-T-T. It's incredible.
Tomorrow, I'm supposed to be hooking up with...
Oh, that's not the Nebraska fan putt. This guy hit it all the way across a basketball court through a tiny little hole in a piece of cardboard and won himself a brand new Porsche.
He lines up a putt cross court for a new Porsche. He's got the line. It rolls smoothly down the court, braking and gaining speed. It looks like it's a good line, and it's in! The Tiger Pump and the biggest win of the night in Lincoln, Nebraska.
And the next hand hands him a set of keys, and then the hand after that will be the IRS.
The hand after that will be the IRS. Good call by the analysis there.
Oh, I'm watching it.
94-foot putt. One end of the court to the other in the middle of the game.
Look at that guy.
Drills it, drains it, absolutely hits it right in the center.
Yeah.
Brand new Porsche.
Look at him. He's got a Nebraska hoodie and a camo hat on.
And then he gives the Tiger fist bump.
And he wins a $74,000 vehicle.
And he wins a brand new. And the guy's got the key right there, too. I love it. The kid from Nebraska just, here's the key. All right, see you later. Smell you later. Yeah. Hell of a putt. Got a text from Chris. Said it's only right that you play Shedding Skin by Pantera, LOL, after just talking about unusual facts.
Oh, dude, did you see the kid who drained the...
Yeah, I saw that kid.
Yeah.
I can't talk about everybody. Pick and choose here.
That was cool.
We'll get to that Pantera here in a couple of minutes. It's Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Weekdays, 6 to 9.
That'll wake you up on a Friday morning. Pantera! Shedding Skin. Appropriate for today's topic.
The skin, the 105 pounds of skin in your lifetime that you're going to shed, that?
Yeah, unusual and interesting facts about the human body. The average human by the age of 70 will shed 105 pounds of skin. Just from regular activity. That's not even somebody like me.
Sunburn where it peels off your whole body.
Or a blister or a skin condition like I have. And Chris texted in and said, only right thing that you play Shedding Skin by Pantera. Good call, buddy. He said, hell yeah. Steve said the foot sweat thing is a nightmare fuel for Shaw.
I thought about that immediately.
Yeah, definitely. Not for Rex Ryan, though. He's probably got
lick it up.
A couple of pint glasses at home that he just puts his wife's feet up for the day and just lets them drain. Sexy.
Well, and then you were talking about the bacteria on the skin that's not harmful, but then I'm like, so like when you're licking a foot, you've got the bacteria and then
sweat, and whatever they stepped in.
Yeah, and all the combo.
And the jam.
Yeah.
The sock remnants that are left. Well, that goes for anything you're licking. No matter what you're licking. You're licking something.
I know. You're licking it.
You can't live in a bubble. You got to put stuff in your mouth as a kid to get, build up immunities to that stuff, or else you're going to have a real rough life,
Ooh, yuck.
Yeah. Thanks, Steve. Tom said, I only have 100 follicles left, LOL. Tom's obviously follically challenged, I think is the proper term for that now.
Went through all of his follicles real early in his life.
Sorry, Tom. We got Bad News, Happy Music coming up a bit later on. Get to our check-ins. Also pick a date night winner. 2 of them, actually.
Ooh, yes.
Sign up for date night on our website. Go to rockmornings.com. Your chance to win pizza and movie passes for Rocky Rococo's and the Micon Cinemas if you win for Eau Claire. And if you win for Lacrosse, you're going to Saxon Hall in Brownsville and to the Marcus Cinema.
Super easy. Just go to the website and click Win Stuff and sign up. Right there on the homepage, you'll find it. What? Why are you looking at my face like that?
Well, it's National Compliment Day, and I'm trying to give you a compliment. And I'm trying to figure out, you appreciate a compliment about your looks because you're vain, and you care about that.
What it is. It has nothing to do with being a woman. It's just me in particular.
You're a woman?
I'm vain. That's not a compliment. Don't go with something obvious like my outfit. You're looking at my shirt like you're going to say something about my shirt.
There's nothing complimentary about your outfit. I mean, it's fine.
Casual Friday.
That's fine. I don't care. That's why I'm looking. I'm trying to figure out how the hell, like, what am I going to come up with?
Something about me, not about my sweatshirt.
You, like, as in how you look?
No. Like me. Like the things that make me intrinsically me.
Oof. There's a lot. You, I like the fact that I know right away when you're going to go crazy. I can, like, you don't hide it very well. Some people bury that deep down. They don't let it out. You, however, it's immediate. Like, the fact that I know you that well is nice. It's complimentary.
That is, what the hell was the compliment?
I said something nice about you. That's a compliment.
What was the compliment? I know you so well, I can tell when you're going to lose it?
Yeah.
That's the compliment? That's not a compliment.
See, I can tell. It's nice. I know it's coming.
That's not a compliment.
And some people will be very subversive with that whole thing.
You just said,
as soon as you're ready to explode.
You complimented yourself.
Like when you start cleaning, I know, right? Like I'm out of here. I got to get going.
None of this.
You don't try to play Jedi mind tricks. You're just very direct. I liked how direct you are.
There you go.
All right.
You got around to it somehow.
I'm not very used to compliments. Not a thing I do. I'm not good at it.
No kidding.
National Compliment Day. So if, you got somebody in your life that is desperate for compliments like Gene.
Mm-hmm, that's what it is.
Also National Peanut Butter Day and Beer Can Appreciation Day. I'll be appreciating some beer cans tonight.
I was just going to say.
At the Crosse Center.
Have some of those.
Asking Alexandria, Starset, Eva Under Fire tonight at the Riverfront Revolt at the Crosse Center. It's an all-ages show. Tickets and info online at riverfrontrevolt.com. Doors are at 5 tonight. Music starts around 6. And then tomorrow, for night 2, it's Beartooth, Memphis Mayfire, Pop Evil, and Lakeview. Doors are at 3. Music starts around 4:30.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Band after band after band after band. In between the sets, merch booths, and sign up to win the guitar we're giving away.
Very direct. That's a compliment, isn't it?
I guess.
There's nothing else going on today. You haven't spilled your coffee.
I feel.
That's good. That's a compliment.
Those are not compliments. I feel my cup just got full, Brian. Thanks. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. That's what I do.
Mm-hmm. You fill cups?
I'm like a waitress. An all-night diner. Filling up coffee cups all night long.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com.
Seether with Walls Come Down on Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Looks like about 24 today with some clouds. There is a little bit of sun this morning. Just starting to hit those windows across the street and blind the hell out of me. 34 tomorrow, though. And then up near 40 on Monday. Not too bad.
No travel issues for the Revolt tonight and tomorrow night. It looks like weather's cooperating and no snow, not brutally cold like last weekend.
Yeah, certainly not going to be as bad as it was last weekend, so you should be all right. Riverfrontrevolt.com for tickets and info. It's tonight and tomorrow night at the Crosse Center. Asking Alexandria, Beartooth, Memphis Mayfire, Starset, Pop Evil, Eva Under Fire, and Lakeview. Again, tickets and info at riverfrontrevolt.com.
Yeah, that's a lot of bands. That is a lot of music. Friday night tickets, Saturday night tickets available. You can pair them up and go all weekend long.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Thankfully, the wife is over whatever the hell she had earlier this week.
Man, everyone I know has got something.
I'm surprised I didn't get anything because, we live together, obviously, but yeah, I just kind of avoided her.
You go over there.
Well, I slept downstairs the first couple of nights of the week, and then my skin was all messed up from my light treatment, so I was, But she was upset because Monday was her birthday.
I know.
And we had plans to go out to dinner. Actually, Tuesday was her birthday. And we had plans to go out to a nice dinner. And she was homesick from work Monday and Tuesday. And on Wednesday as well. She finally went in yesterday. But, so she
you
was...
haven't really...
She was, and then,
properly celebrated? Is that
she was unhappy with the events of Monday. I'll just say that. And so it was just, she was like, this is like the worst birthday ever. I was like, you're in your 40s. It's not supposed to be good anymore, right? Nothing good is happening at our age, right? I made it to another year. I celebrate that fact, and we'll go to the concert this weekend, and that'll be enough. So, yeah. But, yeah, she was very upset about
I'm sure.
the ruined birthday. I said, look, the restaurant should still be there next week. We'll go some other time.
A rain check birthday dinner.
Yeah, we'll get to some Rage Against the Machine in a couple minutes. Stick around.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Weekdays from 6 a.m. until 9 a.m.
Lights Out, Guerrilla Radio. Rage Against the Machine. Ed Helms. 51. Stu the dentist from the Hangover films.
What do tigers dream of when they take a little tiger snooze? Do they dream of mauling zebras or Halle Berry in her Catwoman suit? Don't you worry, pretty striped head. We're gonna get you back to Tyson and your cozy tiger bed. And then we're gonna find our best friend Doug. And then we're gonna give him a best friend hug. Doug, Doug, oh, Doug, 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 Doug. But if he's been murdered by a crystal meth tweaker,
well, then we're leave out of luck. Ed Helms, 51. Matthew Lillard, 55. One of the original killers in the first Scream films.
Find you dipshit! Get up! I can't, Billy. Oh, you cut me too deep. I think I'm dying, man.
Yeah, 13 Ghosts and a whole bunch of other stuff. Scooby-Doo movies. Matthew Lillard, 55. Apparently a really nice guy, too. I know people that go to the horror cons, and he's apparently super nice, at least in public. Yakov Smirnoff, 74, comedian from Russia.
I said to myself, what a country.
One-liner guy, what a country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I told you, we're still trying to get to the end of Night Court, the original series. I didn't remember, and I was surprised to see how many times he was a guest star on that show. He showed up like 9 times in the first couple of seasons. Yakov Smirnoff. Unfortunately, Parkinson's ended his touring career, but he's 84 today, and he's a legend. Bum, bum, bum. So good, so good, so good.
Bartenders love this song.
Yeah, they do. People buy beers. And tip.
And sing.
Hell yeah. I get it. You get sick of songs. Trust me, I do too. I'm no different than anybody else. Neil Diamond, 84 today. Cracklin' Rosa, get on board.
Mm-hmm.
Warren Zevon, born on this day in 1947. He died in 03.
Well, I saw Lon Chaney walking with the Queen, doing the werewolves of London.
You got a howl?
His hair was perfect.
I saw Lon Chaney Jr. walking with the Queen.
His hair was perfect?
Yeah, his hair was perfect.
Oh, they had a mop top.
No, that's a line. His hair was perfect.
I thought you were talking about his actual hair.
Oh, no.
Born on this day in 1949, John Belushi. He died in 82.
Toga, 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 toga.
Overdosed on a speedball at the age of 33.
I wonder if he's represented in the Saturday Night Live thing.
So we in the first, in the movie?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think he was part of the first cast, was he?
Maybe not.
But we didn't. There was like little bits of him as the hamburger, the samurai hamburger samurai guy. There was like clips of that as they were showing clips of all the episodes and whatnot. But they didn't have anything. I'm assuming they'll have an episode about the deaths and and all that. But I think the next one is about musical guests. Remember I told you I was watching the docuseries?
Yes,
it's on,
yes.
Yeah. But nothing in particular about him yet. January 24th, 1935, Kruger Cream Ale, brewed by the Kruger Brewing Company, became the very first beer sold in a can.
I drank beer with my friends.
Really?
I liked beer. I still like beer.
90 years ago today in 1935.
Put that in a can. I bet people will take it with them.
Well, and people are going back to cans because it's better for the beer and it's easier to transport and it's cheaper and doesn't get affected by the light and all that stuff. And you can take it on the river. Yeah. 1988, at the very first Royal Rumble, Hacksaw Jim Duggan got the win.
With my hair going this way, my eyes going that way, and sweat going every which way. It's going to be a fight, and you're going down, tough guy. Oh!
I love that guy. By the way, the Royal Rumble this year will be on February 1st, so next weekend. Next Saturday. But, yeah, on this day in 1988, Hacksaw Jim Duggan won the very first ever WWE Royal Rumble. 36 years ago today, 1989, Ted Bundy finally got fried in the electric chair for all of his crimes. 36 years ago today, 1989, same day, Skid Row released their debut album, self-titled debut album, with Youth Gone Wild, 18 in Life, I Remember You. Did pretty well for themselves. 1995, Van Halen released their 10th studio album, Balance. That's the one with Don't Tell Me What Love Can Do. And no, it wasn't their best album.
Yeah.
It was. I listened to it this morning. I hadn't heard it in a long time, but it was okay. 2006, Chris Penn, Sean Penn's brother, found dead in a condo near a beach in Santa Monica, California. He was only 40 years old. That was 19 years ago today.
Larry, stop pointing that gun at my dad!
Yeah.
Was that self-inflicted?
No, accidentally died from an enlarged heart. Had an enlarged heart and died. Yeah, he was in Reservoir Dogs. He was in the first Bad Boys movie, a bunch of other stuff, but most people remember him from Reservoir Dogs. 2016, The X-Files returned to TV after a multi-year hiatus.
Was this when he was in getting sex therapy? Wasn't him?
Duchovny? No, that was years later when he got on that Californication show, right? I mean, he probably needed sex therapy, but that's another show I've never watched all of. I've seen bits and pieces, and I watched the movies, but I've never seen like the entire series from front to back. 2019, Weezer released the Teal album. This is their album of covers, featuring a cover of Paranoid, No Scrubs, Billie Jean, Stand By Me, Happy Together, and, of course, Africa.
He turned to me as if to say, hurry, boy, it's waiting there for you. It's gonna take a lot to take me away from you.
No?
Those arty Weezer guys.
They're good, man. They rock.
They are. I know.
Saw them a couple of years ago with Green Day and Fall Out Boy. And 2021, just 4 years ago, the Bucs over the Packers, 31-26 in the NFC Championship game. Tom Brady would then go on to win his 7th Super Bowl as the quarterback of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the greatest of all time. Oh, that felt good. Didn't that feel good? Talking about Tom Brady? No?
Love that guy.
How could you not? It's Captain America.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
We got Bad News, Happy Music coming up. The friggin' sports. We'll announce our winners for date night. Sign up online at rockmornings.com. Looks like clouds and a high of 24 today.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Start your day with Rock Mornings.
First, it was pizza-flavored goldfish snacks. Then pizza-flavored Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal. Because your mornings just aren't weird enough. And now you can recover after eating too many spicy wings at NFL playoff watching parties with pizza-flavored Pepto-Bismol.
It's pink, it's chalky, and it smells like pepperoni.
There's also pizza-flavored stool softeners and suppositories.
That's a spicy meatball!
Because pizza isn't just food, it's a lifestyle. Available wherever ridiculous products are sold. Warning, pizza flavoring may not improve your actual life.
Look, I like pizza like every other red-blooded American.
Yes.
But I'm not eating pizza ice cream. Or pizza cereal, excuse me. General Mills earlier this week revealing that it is bringing together two completely unexpected flavors for what it calls one winning combination. Cinnamon Toast Crunch Pizza. And it's not a pizza with Cinnamon Toast Crunch on it, which I could see. A dessert pizza, right? You know, we had a local establishment years ago that would do exploratory surgery. It was called Pizza Doctors, and they would make weird and interesting and unique pizzas, all sorts of different strange toppings.
Mm-hmm. And they had dessert pizza.
And a dessert pizza I've had before. You know, you have a chocolate sauce or maybe some sort of fruit base.
Like s'mores toppings on the top of it.
But this is actually pizza-flavored Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal. Said the pizza-flavored cereal is a match made in mash-up heaven with bold flavors featuring the irresistible Cinnadust from the Cinnamon Toast Crunch paired with the savory pizza taste you know and love from Totino's pizza rolls. Served up in a pizza delivery box-inspired package for the ultimate experience.
Well, yeah, they're just trying to be novel and sell a few boxes. I don't know. That doesn't sound good to me. But
not going to be in stores.
Just order online? Is that it?
Cereal and pizza fans or pizza cereal fans can head to shop.cinnamon-toastcrunch.com starting next Tuesday, the 28th, at 6 p.m. our time, 7 p.m. Eastern time, to get a free box of the limited edition treat. It's all on a first-come, first-served basis, so if you want, you better be ready to hit the purchase button by 6:01, because my guess is they'll be sold out ASAFP.
Yes. I'm not clamoring for that, but
I don't know if you can get your hands on a free one. You could probably sell it for a bunch of bucks on eBay or something. Craigslist. You want to meet somebody in a dark alley. Elsewhere in snack news, you could earn $1,000 by tasting snacks at Costco as we get ready for the big game.
Mm-hmm.
Costco hiring someone to taste their way through their frozen and prepared food aisles to help create the ultimate game day party shopping list. Whether it's pigs in a blanket, pizza bagels, buffalo chicken dip, jalapeno poppers. Sometimes the food and the party bigger than the game itself.
Yes, it is.
They want someone's help in evaluating the store's best snacks for your next football viewing party.
So I just sign up to eat a bunch of food? Is that what I'm doing?
They will pay their selected sideline sampler $1,000. They'll cover the cost of their party food haul with a $500 Costco gift card as well. Anybody can apply. You got to go to financebuzz.com. Financebuzz.com. Looking to hire someone to taste test 20 different Super Bowl snack items from Costco.
This seems easy.
They're calling it the Sideline Sampler Side Hustle. Some of your snacks include wings, pizza, mini tacos, mozzarella sticks, and more.
Man, all those sound good.
You'll photograph each and every item, write a brief description, and rate them all based on how good they are and how hard they are to make. The cutoff for applications next Wednesday. Go to financebuzz.com/sideline-sampler for more info to get ready for snacks.
They're getting ready to strike. The Costco Teamsters Union.
Oh, yeah? Maybe this is a way to get some cheap labor?
January 31st.
Hey, would you mind sticking around and running the register while you're here?
18,000 of them.
While you're trying these snacks? Would you mind that? Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. We'll get to the friggin' sports in just a couple of minutes. Right now, it's Tim Montana. Rockfest music.
What day is he?
I think he's Thursday. I can't remember. There's so many goddamn artists. I can't remember them all.
I can't.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find the daily podcast at rockmornings.com.
Tim Montana with Savage on Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. It was good to see him for the first time last year at Copeland Park and Event Center as part of the Ultra Rock Summer Concert Series.
He is on Saturday at Rockfest.
Hung out with him backstage for a couple minutes, got a picture, talked about some movies.
Kind of a movie buff, is he?
Just kind of general, like, what do you guys watch on the bus? You know, that kind of stuff. Everybody's got different tastes. And then, of course, we'll see him on Saturday at Rockfest this summer.
Along with We Came as Romans, 3 Days Grace, of course, Bad Omens, Sick Puppies, Tim Montana, and more.
Good luck getting a campsite, by the way, at Rockfest. You may not be able to get one. They're, like, going fast. They may not be available when you go. Rock-fest.com. Find the lineup, buy your tickets, get your campsites, and we'll see you there this summer. Can't wait. In the friggin' sports! Sports! Much like, I think, the St. Louis Blues, who melted down some of their ice and sold the water after they won the Stanley Cup a few years ago. Was that the Blues that did that? I know it was an NHL team. I can't remember who did it. And they're not the first. They won't be the last. But it was a couple of years ago. One of the Stanley Cup winners
melted down
some of their ice and sold it to their fans as part of a commemorative package, right? That was for the Stanley Cup, though, right? The last game of the year, right? When you hoist the big, giant silver cup.
For the cup.
The championship.
Yes.
Not the divisional round. But I guess if you know your fans are lunatics, mouth-breathing, troglodytic lunatics like Eagles fans are, then why not sell some of the snow from the end zone from your game against the Rams in the divisional rounds? They sold out at $50 a pop. Philadelphia Eagles selling snow collected from the end zone at the Link during the NFC divisional round. Again, the divisional round against the Rams. Eagles collected snow from the end zone from the game against the Rams on January 19th, last Sunday.
Yeah.
The snow came packaged in insulated containers with dry ice and detailed care instructions, according to the team's shop website. The snow pints, as they're called,
oh my gosh,
were priced at $50, and within 3 hours they were all sold out. Hey Bob, you want to come over and look at the snow from the divisional round against
from the end zone
against the Rams in 2024? You want to come look at that? According to the website, quote, the snow is a completely unique way for fans to commemorate the extraordinary event. But wait, there's more. Not only can you buy pints of winning snow, you can also buy grass clippings from various games as well.
Throughout the season?
Dude, I don't know. Look, if you go to a game with your dad who's dying of cancer or some other disease, and it's like the only game dad's ever been to, or something along those lines, a sick child, and you want to memorialize it with some kind of plaque, and so I had one of the times I went to Fenway. I got really good seats. I paid a lot of money for them, and I sat basically right behind home plate. And I went over to where the netting wasn't, and I reached over and I scooped up a little bit of the dirt from behind the home plate, from that from that area. And I've got it in an Advil pill bottle, and I've had it for 20 years.
Uh-huh.
And I'm never going to do anything with it. I don't even know why I hold on to it. I just have it.
So you can understand wanting to have grass from the field?
But only for I look at myself and I'm like, what the hell am I doing? I'm an idiot. You know what I mean? For doing this. There's no point in it. I have this stupid thing full of dirt, and I have never shown it to anybody. I don't even think my wife knows I have it. It's just one of those things, and I have no reason to keep it. There's never going to earn me any money. It's not going to increase in value or whatever. And I don't even remember what game it was. I couldn't even tell you. It was just years and years and years ago, and But if you're doing it, it has to be for some personal deep reason, right? For it to have value. But people are buying these things apparently $50 a pop.
You should get a little tiny glass bottle, and then you should put it.
I thought about doing some kind of jewelry thing or whatever, but I don't wear.
A little glass
I don't wear jewelry. I don't wear. A vial.
Sends through the hourglass. So is the dirt from Fenway Park. No.
I think what I'll probably do is, if and when I die, hopefully soon.
Stop it.
I'll put my ashes together with the dirt and then have someone like Andy Dufresne me, like Shawshank, where he carries out the wall in his pockets and drops it in the yard.
That's you?
Somebody take the tour at Fenway and drop my ashes mixed in with the Red Sox dirt somehow. Something along those lines.
Well, not if your wife doesn't know it exists or where it is.
Yeah, you get to write a will or a note or something. Yeah, so Eagles fans buying up the snow from the end zone. From the divisional round game against the Rams. Ooh. It's like the Colts hanging their AFC, what was it? They won the AFC South championship one year. They won the AFC South, and they got into the wild card game, and so they, hung a banner for that. It's like, come on, bro. The Lakers hanging a banner for that NBA Cup tournament win that they got the first season that happened. Give me a break.
Snow's a lot harder to keep than sand in an Advil.
Yeah, I know. I don't have to put it in a freezer or nothing.
I hate the Eagles, man.
I hear you, dude. I hear you. Bad news, happy music, and sleep theory coming up in just a bit.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Weekdays, 6 to 9.
You're about to enter a beautiful, exciting, wonderful new world.
A cockroach living in your nostril. Now that's just nasty. Add in some haven't pooped for 30 days.
Poop is raining from the ceilings. Poop.
And sprinkle in some hashtag Florida Man for flavor.
Florida man. Florida man. Florida man. Florida man. Florida man.
Florida man.
Florida man quits his Burger King job, steals all of their chicken nuggets.
It's bad news.
Bad news.
With happy music.
Let's rock.
I feel like this is one of those things that you don't need to influence people about. But apparently, it's getting harder and harder to find your niche if you want to be an influencer. I had a friend of mine yesterday, actually. I was bitching and moaning about work, and he said, "Oh, you should start a podcast. Everybody's got a podcast." And I said, "Yeah, that's why you don't start a podcast, because everybody's got one. How do you get yourself on a level where you can earn money? You know what I mean? When you're doing what everybody else is doing. You gotta have something really niche-y. You know, something that people really want.
Stands out.
And there's just so many of them. How do you break through the noise? Well, this influencer found her niche. She is apparently the first ever adult diaper influencer.
I've got pictures of my buddy in his diaper. It's great.
Doesn't work anymore. I can play it. It's past the point of no return. The statute of limitations has worn out on that one.
So she wears them?
Again, this is like toilet paper. I don't need commercials for toilet paper. I don't need bears wiping their ass. I know I need toilet paper. I don't need you to tell me that yours is better than anybody else's. I'll figure it out. It's one of those things to me, personally, that I don't understand why there's advertising for it. Are people like, oh, snap, I forgot I got to buy toilet paper. I should get the stuff the bears get.
Well, advertising.
The cartoon
I
bear.
get that.
I understand advertising. Trust me, it's our job.
Yeah,
but what I don't understand is things like toilet paper, adult diapers, where, like, if you need them, you probably don't need anybody telling you need them. P-R-E-E, whoever this is apparently the world's first adult diaper influencer. She declares in her recent YouTube video, "Incontinent or not, let's embrace adult diapers together." I think she's just trying to be a hot girl in an adult diaper for guys who have a kink for people who wear adult diapers.
Well, that's what I would say.
I mean, let's be perfectly honest.
So is she trying to help people who have
No, I think she's just trying to make money on people who have a kink for women that wear adult diapers and then pee themselves and wear their big pee-filled diapers all over the place. It's not the first time we've talked about kinks.
She has issues.
Well, good for her. She has popped up in videos for the leading indie diaper brands in the U.S. whose products come in tie-dye, llama print, extra fluffy, and super discreet. She obviously is young and attractive. That helps. If it was me strutting my stuff without a shirt on and a diaper, peeing myself, I don't think that many people would be influenced. Maybe they'd be influenced not to watch my YouTube.
Sharing her experience with her issues.
At the age of 19, diagnosed with MS.
Yes.
Causes her bladder control issues. Never aspired to be an adult diaper advocate. But after turning to the internet for support, she started her Bumble YouTube channel and has slowly grown into the role. Back then, she was talking more about her condition.
Yes.
In 2018, and the pain, her diet, problems she was having moving, all that other stuff.
And found out that there wasn't a lot of people with MS talking about their situation.
And then finally started introducing the adult diaper to the conversation. One of the millions of young people living with incontinence. But she's one of the few people that apparently is sharing her experience, influencing people.
That I obviously understand and am sympathetic with. It's the people with no issues that wear, like, didn't we talk about that, where they wear like a diaper to a concert so they don't lose their spot or whatever?
I think that was much like the pizza flavored cereal. That was one of those kind of gag products that someone may, the leather diaper, the pit diaper. We talked about that.
Yeah, no, I know, I remember.
A couple months ago. Anyways, if you're incontinent and you're feeling sad about having to wear adult diapers. There's someone out there on YouTube that apparently has got your back, an influencer. The adult baby diaper lover community who fetishize diapers and wear them for all sorts of other reasons. Apparently she's very popular with those people as well. This is one way to get fired from your job as a police officer. You perform a routine traffic stop in #Florida.
Yeah.
You ask the man driving the vehicle if he's got anything in the car you need to know about. He says, I have a gun. You start to take the gun from his waistband, and then you shoot him in the leg with his own gun. A police officer accidentally shooting the driver in the leg with his own gun seemed pretty straightforward when Jason Arrington was pulled over for running a red light in Jacksonville back in December. Body cam footage shows him calmly informing the officer, Sean Lowry, that he was carrying a firearm, which is permitted by Florida law.
Yeah, so he says, I've got one on me, sir.
The officer thanked him for his honesty, asked him to step out of the vehicle, prioritizing safety for everybody involved. But things spiraled quickly as officers Austin Weipert and Mindy Cardwell worked to secure the firearm from his holster. Struggling to remove the gun, the officer, Caldwell, accidentally placed her fingers inside the trigger guard, causing it to discharge. The man driving the vehicle with his legally owned gun, shot in the leg, survived, but says the injury has deeply affected his ability to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. The officer, by the way, lost her job. She got fired. He's probably going to sue.
I'm sure he's going to sue.
Yeah. Shot in his own leg with his own gun.
You got anything crazy in the car? Yeah. What do you got? All right. You okay? Put the gun down.
That's not very nice. Legally carrying a firearm in Florida, accidentally shot with his own gun when the officers were taking it out of his pants. Told the officers he had the gun on him. Went off when they were trying to secure it. Mindy, by the way, charged with incompetence and then fired. The guy surviving the gunshot, and again, probably going to lawyer up and sue.
Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
You do know the rule about guns, right? Well, one of the rules. You don't put your finger on the trigger unless you're gonna pull it, unless you're gonna squeeze it.
That's
keep it outside.
Yes.
Everybody knows that.
Mindy.
Mindy apparently didn't. I'll just loop my finger in there where I can get a good hook on it and pull it right out. Ay, ay, ay. Dingus. Did any of your kids end up in the NICU?
No.
No? They were all pretty healthy when they came out?
Yeah, we had jaundice and they had to come home on like lights
Usual
and stuff like that. But I thought Henry was going to because I went into labor so early. But
well, there's a mom who's now apparently under investigation. Her baby was in the NICU.
Yeah.
And she unplugged the monitor for the baby while it was in the NICU to get the attention of the nurse. So then she could ask the nurse for a turkey sandwich. Have you heard about this?
No.
No, you're fine. It's not an emergency. Oh. I just was gonna see if you could bring me a turkey sandwich. They have them in the nourishment right there.
I was just gonna see if you could bring me a turkey sandwich. So what did we have yesterday about things being obsolete by 2075? Using your children for likes and clicks and making money on the interwebs? The mom, identified as Allie Ray, under investigation after she was caught unplugging her baby from hospital monitors while live streaming her actions on TikTok.
What?
God, these people. I hate all of this. In the footage,
why would she be doing that?
She is seen tampering with the equipment monitoring her infant daughter, allegedly to get the nurse's attention when they weren't in the room. The nurse comes in and she says, "It's not an emergency. I was just going to see if you could bring me a turkey sandwich." Obviously not for the infant in the NICU. In a follow-up video, she claims that she was told by the nurses, "I was told if I needed something to unplug that, and that is what I'm going to do."
No, they did
They would
not.
never,
not in a million years.
In a million years, tell you that. Lots of people outraged.
I am certain.
Saying her behavior irresponsible and dangerous.
Yes. Are you taking that baby home?
Another woman who is a hospital nurse, a bedside hospital nurse, went on TikTok to condemn this woman's actions, saying, I'm telling you with 100% confidence there's absolutely no way in hell any nurse would tell her to unplug one of her baby monitors.
Of course
Even
not.
if the baby wasn't in intensive care, a nurse would never say that to anybody.
Of course not.
Abby also notes that Allie could have simply used the call button to request assistance.
Well, that's what
Every hospital's got one in there, right?
Or you could go get your own turkey sandwich.
Apparently, she repeated it, did another one where she requested a drink.
Shut up.
This time around, a nurse was actually in the room, I guess.
But she still unplugged it?
Well, and we know why. She's doing this so people watch her stupid TikToks and talk about her on the radio, which is what we're doing.
Oh, come on, though. Come on, though.
Yeah, so there's that. That's nice. It's Mother of the Year qualities right there.
No nurses ever
Take that baby away right now.
I know,
Don't
I
let
was
her
just
have the
gonna
baby
say,
ever again. Woman obviously doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Probably going to do it again. Last but not least. Conversation, communication, very important in a relationship, right?
Yes.
I was working on the computer yesterday, and I on Netflix, I put on This Is 40. You remember that?
I do.
He's eating the cupcakes, and she's smoking the cigarettes, and they're not saying it, and he's controlling the money and not telling her how deep in debt they are and all this crap. And they're just sort of superficially keeping their marriage alive while, underneath it all, there's a lava stream flowing. I don't know if this situation was that bad, but apparently a man in Pennsylvania is now facing charges for shooting an Instacart delivery driver that he mistook for a home intruder because his wife didn't tell him that she ordered some Instacart. Last Saturday, about 7:30 at night, a man shot in the leg in a neighborhood in Newton Township, about 100 miles northwest of Philly.
Because he went to the door?
Investigators learned that a woman had ordered groceries through Instacart that evening, but didn't alert her husband, 43-year-old Nicholas Sabo, that the delivery was on its way. When the Instacart driver arrived, Sabo, his wife, saw an alert from the home security camera system that the movement was detected near the garage. She told police that she believed someone was trying to break into a utility trailer that they had on their property. That's when the husband grabbed his gun, went outside to confront the suspected criminal, and shot the driver in the leg.
Didn't the guy go, hey, I'm an Instacart, I'm here with your order. I'm just making a delivery. Don't shoot me.
According to the police chief, quote, the husband goes out, sees the individual, and no verbal confrontation, no nothing, just shoots.
Yeah, I was just going to say, did he go out to confront him or did he just go out to shoot him? Don't you ask some questions?
Just wait. There's more. The Instacart driver ran back to his car where his wife and child were waiting for him. Drove down the street and called 911. So this guy's out there making Instacart deliveries with his wife and his kid?
Might be necessary. I don't know.
Rushed to a hospital, had to undergo surgery to treat his injury. Stable, recovering. Sabo arrested on a charge of recklessly endangering another person. They do expect more charges to be filed against him. This is like that guy with the ball and the kids.
Yes.
He just got a gun and just started firing. What?
Well, the guy with the last week who they were sledding.
Yeah, just started firing at the family.
In the middle of the 10 o'clock in the morning, a family was sledding.
They were on his property.
And they thought, he crossed the property line.
No escalation.
And
None.
He shot him.
No conversation, no escalation, no nothing. Just gun. Number one. Going right for the gun.
I'm just bringing your groceries, man.
And again, look, you come in the house, that's gun time. I'm all for it. Outside the house, hey, what are you doing here? Who are you? Maybe we should call the cops. You know what I mean? Like, save the gun for later. Like, there's levels. Right, Kramer? Levels, Jerry. Levels.
Did they get their groceries?
I would assume that he was dropping them off and got shot and left them there. Man. And I feel bad because the guy probably had break-ins, people going
with his utility trailers problem.
Well, dude, these cameras, that's part of the reason I don't want one on my house because I don't want to know. I don't want to be that guy waiting up all night trying to catch people. Look, man, people wander around my backyard. They're stepping in dog poop. Let them. I don't know, whatever. I don't want to be aware of that stuff. And they start breaking in, then, I'll stay up with a baseball bat and we'll handle it like men.
And they probably did have problems before, but she didn't wonder if it might possibly perhaps be the delivery that was on the way.
That she just ordered?
Because I've done Instacart. You get a notification when they're coming, and like they're driving, like pizza delivery where you can track your order.
Well, it sounds like maybe she wasn't at home at the time.
She knew she ordered the food, though, right?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Did she want her husband to go out and shoot a stranger?
Probably.
Set him up?
Bad news, happy... Yeah, she's trying to send him up the river. Bad news, happy music on Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. We'll get to our check-ins after Stained.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com. Call.
Hello.
Email.
I tried emailing you.
Text. So many ways to check in with us. Check. We rely on you guys for traffic updates, requests, and all sorts of other stuff.
Check this out.
Rockmornings.com. Hit the website. Register to win prizes like date nights, pizza, and movie passes. Our winners this week are...
We have 2 winners, of course. One from Eau Claire that's going to Rockies and the movies, and then one from Saxon Hall. Don Halfman of Onalaska is our winner here, and Nathan Parker from Osseo
is our winner at the...
is winner Eau Claire.
Nice. Congratulations, Nathan and Don. Enjoy your pizza and your movie passes. I got a text from my girl, Vicky, who works at Festival Foods. Way to hold on to this for a week, Vicky.
What?
She says, hey, in regards to last week, talking about cheese curds.
Oh, the half bag? You want the half bag? Is she doing
If you want less than what's in the bag, the deli happily resizes your bag of fresh curds. They're still warm. And she sent it a picture. I didn't realize that. Thanks for waiting a week to tell me.
So now you can go and take your bag, and then you just want a half a bag?
Yeah. Well, I don't want the whole bag. I just want to eat the fresh cheese curds and be done with it. I don't want to put them in the fridge.
It's not about the amount, it's about the variety. This is how I feel about grapes.
Variety. There's 2. There's orange and there's yellow, or white and orange. What's wrong with that?
Grapes?
No, cheese curds.
No, I'm switching topics on you. I feel like grapes should be...
There's a rat's ass about grapes. We're talking about cheese. Jesus Christ, you're such a hippie communist. Get your stupid vegan lifestyle.
In a bag.
Go eat some gluten for once.
I want the green and the red and the purple as a combo. I don't want to buy
Who cares
3
about your
separate
stupid grape problems? We're talking about friggin' cheese.
Can't you put the grapes together in one
Good Lord.
variety pack?
Talking about cheese, not grapes.
Well, I was talking about grapes. I can be the guy who can't take the big bag of cheese and ask the deli to divide it in 2 for you.
I will.
I bet they're going to
bring my
love
knives
that.
in to get sharpened at the same goddamn time.
Love
How about
that.
them apples?
The guy behind the deli.
How about them grapes?
Take your half a grape.
Yes.
bag.
Could I have half grapes? Could
Not
you just
half
please?
grapes. I want a combo bag of
Could
grapes.
I have some separate grapes?
Yes.
I'm a special person
I would
with
like
special
them flavored
needs.
together. I just
and
don't
I would
understand.
like some grapes.
Why that's not an
I
option.
don't like your grapes.
I do like them.
Please. I know everyone else is satisfied with the grape situation, but I'm not.
Right. Put my cheese in a smaller bag for me, please.
Boss man texted, said he's sick today. Can't meet. Lucky me. Have a great weekend. I'm going to have a great weekend now that I don't have a meeting with the boss. I don't know if there's anything in this world I hate more than meeting with the boss.
Meetings, just in general, probably, huh?
I can't stand him.
Well, I hope he's not sick.
Oh, I hope he gets better.
Yes.
I'm very happy I don't have a meeting. A lot of texts this morning from a lot of different people. Chad said, so that guy that got shot with his own gun by a cop, why wasn't his safety on? Story didn't specify. Maybe the cop turned that on or turned it off as well. We have no. All I know is the cop shot him with his own gun. That's all I know. Also got a text from someone talking about the same situation, saying
Asking
that
about the safety.
That he's a firearm owner. He said, I don't know why more guns are not required to have, or why guns are not required to have thumb safeties. Maybe his did, but wasn't engaged. Who knows?
Yes.
Again, the story wasn't clear as to where the safety was.
It just said,
all I know is the guy got shot with his own gun by the police officer who's now fired. Cheryl said that bleep, bleep, bleep doesn't deserve to be a parent. The NICU mom.
Oh, yeah.
Jake said, Brian, you're sitting on like $500 with that dirt. Cash in on the stupids. There's a guy that just lost $1.2 million on the Trump meme coin. Is that still a thing?
I think you should put your sand from Fenway into a little glass bottle or something that you can put on a display shelf.
Bro, it's just going to sit in that Advil bottle, and when I die, someone's going to find me and go, what the hell is this? And then they're just going to throw it out, and then that'll be the end of it.
Pour it into some little display thing.
I don't care. I'll be dead. I'll be dead.
Don't you have like a Red Sox area in your house?
Yeah, I got stuff all over the walls.
Yeah, put it over there.
That's where it is. It's in that room. It's in the Advil bottle. Steve talking about the foot sweat thing, said it would be nightmare fuel for Shaw.
Mm-hmm.
Chris wanted to hear some Shedding Skin by Pantera. We did that. Lots of other texts. Thank you very much for all the texts. Appreciate it, especially from the boss who's not coming in today. How many meetings do you get to miss?
I don't want to jinx myself. I'm looking
Probably
at today's calendar.
Probably do it by Zoom.
I have one meeting today. Well, two, because we're going down to the center to decorate and set up for the
Are there going to be balloons?
Why don't you not worry about that?
Jesus Christ. Well,
Why don't you not worry about that?
At least I'll have something to pop when I get down there.
Why don't you not worry about that?
Stupid balloons. Are there grapes in the balloons?
Stop. You just.
I would like some special grapes.
Oh my God, I can't wait to have
for
weekend. 2 days away
my
from
vegan
that.
children.
I get 2 days break.
With their locally sourced hemp cloves. I'd like some grapes.
I do. I want a variety pack of grapes. There's nothing wrong with wanting that.
Please give me some grapes.
Too much cheese.
Jesus Christ. Is there any other fruits and vegetables you want to have paired up properly for your needs?
I just think that should be an option. I can't believe it's not.
Thank you for listening. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you on Monday.